This is Sonax Profiline Gloss OS 0206. This is an SiO2 infused all-in-one. So this will correct and protect. You can get it in two sizes, 1 liter for $47.99 and the 250 milliliter for $20. This has the ability, if it's effective, to protect and restore the paint on your vehicle and save time and effort. We're going to find that out today. We have a test area. As you can see, the clear coat is extremely stressed, so we will mask off a test area. Tested quite a few of these all-in-one polishes, and some have been very, very effective with the correction, but almost all have been subpar when it comes to the protection left behind. Let's get some numbers behind what we're seeing when it comes to gloss in the test area before we break out the Sonax OS 0206 all-in-one polish protectant. And if it ends up performing well, I want to take a measurement and see how much paint is removed to do so. I'd say we are ready to go. We have a foam polishing pad attached to a dual action polisher. We're going to shake up the product vigorously with that rich formula. I can't feel the abrasives between my fingers. I mean, that's normal. It's not a coarse abrasive. It's a very fine abrasive, but it does feel very oily, and that will lead me to guess that the cycle time or the open time will be extremely long, and there will be no dusting whatsoever. Let's get to it. We're just going to do a crisscross pattern, up and down, then left and right. We're going to have the polisher between the third and fourth speed setting, moderate pressure, correction speed. And we'll lift up, we'll wipe off the residue after letting it sit for a few minutes, let the protection start to bond, and we'll judge from there if it needs another pass or will one crisscross pattern that's equal to 2 passes get the job done. Yeah, absolutely no dusting whatsoever. You can work this for as long as you would like to. There is plenty of moisture and lubrication down on the panels to do another pass or two. Let's wipe off that residue and take a look. Easy to wipe off, having used the product. Easy if you wipe off immediately, and also easy if you get distracted or a customer comes in or you have something where you just have to walk away for a few minutes and come back 30 minutes, 40 minutes later. It will wipe off easy. And I can tell you, these results are fantastic. This works extremely well when it comes to the correction portion. Just surround yourself with a myriad of pads, anywhere from soft pads up to aggressive pads, and in between, and just have this by your side for enhancements, one steps. We go from not having much of a reflection at all to a crisp reflection. The metallic red paint underneath is just popping through. Yeah, this stuff is really good. Let's now put some numbers behind what we are seeing with this drastic change.
Well, these were rare. They were done not in the aftermarket, but by a contractor for Chevrolet. And if you want a Gen 4 Z28, you want this one. 5.7-liter Duke injection. And this one is a 6-speed.
A jump of over 50 gloss units. How many times can you say you have seen that in, the very little time and effort it took us to get that change?
Actually swapped out at XLP, which is unique performance. This is the engine from a 1996 LT4 Corvette. So these are
And I'm also very happy to report all of that was done without hardly any clear coat removed, which is what we really like here at the shop. We correct paint responsibly here, leaving as much behind for the customer and their vehicle as possible. Now, no mention of cure time, but it is quite a bit of time until we can get back to this and I can play with it. When it comes to slickness, I don't see too much of a difference. I don't feel too much of a difference, that is. They both feel nice and clean and smooth, but not very slippery or slick. And we'll be able to relay that with these foam blocks. They slide off almost at the exact same time. Guys, when it comes to SiO2, I would let it out of free-flowing water for at least 12 hours, maybe overnight after you're done correcting. To get the absolute most out of the products in this category, I have a tip at the end of the video to get the most durability out of the protection within. So we'll drag the panel outside and we can remove the tape, and you could see even more a better view of that drastic change we've made with hardly really any time or effort. Water behavior from the protection left behind will match most of the SiO2 products that are out there today. But just how long will that last? Well, that's going to be very subjective. Environment's going to play a huge issue with that. We will do the 10 wash test. Not many of the all-in-ones have made it through that process. And of course, just to show you, the ceramics are very easy to dry and can be done with forced air, like this leaf blower here. Let's start 10 wash test. It has a little bit of a strip wash and built hammer auto foam, which leans alkaline. So it's not just pH neutral shampoo we're using here. And it's not very long, but before we see the protection breakdown, that's typical. That's something that's really common with these types of products. Now, a quick tip. Right after you're done correcting, let it cure for maybe 2 to 4 hours and then top it with my Blue Collar 3 or maybe even my Blue Collar 2 for even more protection. And that's just a simple spray and wipe. It won't add too much more time, but it will definitely add gloss, hydrophobics, and more protection. Now, yes, I did review a product from Sonax which was quite similar. They are both SiO2 all-in-ones, but the Profiline OS0206 is the direction I would lean and highly recommend. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. I'll catch you in the next video.